Stevie Wonder or the next
Oh,
hit maker
exactly.
when they don't have that.
But they
that
don't
role.
have that in front. It's just whatever you put in front of people, that's what they gravitate to. So now I feel like a lot of people's musical taste is warped these days because they fed you the nonsense over and over again. So you start to like it, you start to love it.
All right, so Prestige, tell us a little bit about your new project, the Osmium Experience. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was sitting home in my bedroom one day and I said, I would like to do music again. I started to feel it again. I felt my creative juices coming. So I said to myself, you cannot go and shop tracks like before because people are tuned out. They just hear any artist, whatever they hear that supposedly the kids like, they want to jump on and make that. And they figure that's what it is. So I said, how can I compete with that? And the standard of music is low to me because I hear what they have on the radio, and I said, they playing this type of music. And back in my day, a lot of the music they play now was mostly the stuff you would hear demos and they would pass them up.
Right.
Now
Wow.
this is what we hear today.
As the right getting signed and as the hits we on the radio. Wow. So y'all hear that out there in hip hop land? Get your weight up. Don't settle for the manufactured and the continued repetition of this soapbox music.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm to be honest. I mean, I feel that as the urban music, as far as black people, we the most creative force on the planet. I don't understand how we have the same type of music for 10 fucking years. It's ridiculous.
Right.
We're more creative than that. We created, look how many things we created. And we can't move on from this.
Right. And I think, we want to get back on the Osmium Experience, but just to touch a little bit on that, I think that the history of music was never really taught to the children, especially in the urban areas.
Because I go back, to be honest, I know we created it all. From even, I can hear rap music that started in the 70s.
Right.
But we never called it that. So there's
in the
a
30s,
lot of
40s, the bebop music.
Exactly.
Yeah, the bebop.
So
rock
it
and
was
roll.
Yes.
Rock and roll.
So we started mostly all of these genres.
Right.
But as the history books has been rewritten and everything, it doesn't show that. But I did all my I did a lot of my own homework to understand. Like, Chuck Berry and
Fats Domino and
Chuck Berry and Little Richard.
Little
started rock and roll.
Yeah.
Started rock and roll. Never got their credit.
Right. Well, I remember it was a time I believe in the 90s when Little Richard was just protesting hard at the Grammys, at the American Music. He was just so livid that they weren't getting their just due as the creators of rock and roll, and it just and we kind of laughed at Little Richard's crazy because we were so conditioned that we didn't do that type of music.
Exactly, exactly.
But that's the beauty of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So fast forward that all the way till now. I mean, hip hop is one of the most biggest genres in the world, right? I remember when we had it to ourselves in the early '80s, and you was getting the best stuff at that time.
Right.
And you hear we had a wider spectrum of rappers. So you had your thug, you had your pretty boy, you had your fly boy, you had the nerdy guys, you had a nice spectrum. In each one of these spectrums you could find a piece of yourself. And that's what made the rap was so exciting. So that's really missing. And like we have like 1,000 artists doing the same thing, sounding the same way, flowing the same way, and it's just too redundant. And it's killing the art form. They might look at me, well, you a hater, oh, you don't fit into what's going on. But I'm just saying, like, I would challenge any one of these kids. show me why I should like the song.